The mentally ill girl attended her first wedding, but when she saw the flower girl scattering flowers, she then assumed that they were thrown away on purpose, so she just left her seat. In the midst of everyone's surprise, she picked up the petals on the ground one by one, and returned them all. The little girl was puzzled. Shouldn't flowers be scattered like this? The crowd looked at her in disbelief. A man came and pulled her back, and told her patiently, as if he were a child, "It's just a custom at weddings." But the man's father noticed something strange. The girl his son had just brought home didn't seem normal, so when the wedding was over, he asked the girl where she came from. Jack said, "I was a janitor at the mental hospital. It's part of my job. He's a patient in there." Jack was a playboy. He's also a rich kid, but since he had nothing better to do, he was always hanging out at the clubs. His father froze all his money, but Jack didn't stop. He got into debt because of gambling. He even got into a fight with a debtor. He was sent to the police station. He was asked to work as a janitor in a mental hospital, but on his first day on the job, he met a girl with a pure heart. Unfortunately, she was a patient sent for treatment. Jack had to give up on the idea. He could never have imagined this barefoot girl would change his life forever. When he left work at night, suddenly he heard the girl's call from the ward. Jack did not hesitate. He rushed straight into the ward, but saw a man bullying the girl. He grabbed the man and punched him down, but the frightened girl apologized. After calming the girl down, Jack left the hospital in a hurry. But the girl was in deep thought, so when Jack left, she followed Jack with her luggage. When the ambulance passed behind her, in order to avoid unnecessary trouble, Jack had to pull the girl aside. He asked her why she was barefoot. She said it would hurt her feet. Jack immediately told her to go back to the hospital, but then the girl suddenly became short of breath. Jack panicked. He gave the girl some money and told her to call home. He thought she would leave immediately, but the girl was just standing there, not knowing what to do. Jack suddenly remembered that the girl was mentally ill. She might not be able to find her way home. If he left her like that, she would end up on the street. So he decided to help the girl contact her family, but he realized that the girl had no family. But that's when it hit Jack. Jack suddenly realized that he needed a girlfriend. It turned out that his brother was getting married next week. He never came home, so he decided to call his family. To save face, he lied about working at the hospital, and that he had a beautiful nurse girlfriend. His parents wanted him to bring her home. Jack had no choice but to ask a nurse at the hospital for help. The nurse rejected Jack because of his flirtatious behavior. In order to prove his lie, Jack decided to bring the girl home. Although Annie's behavior was not normal, but as long as she didn't talk too much, it was hard for anyone to notice. On her first plane ride, she caused a bit of a problem.